What's going on, my people? It is your guy Hopeful End here, bringing you some more Mugen League action. In this fighting game league, we put AI control characters against each other in 2v2 Mugen matches. This video will contain sets 1 and 2 of wave 6, so without any further ado, let's get the show on the road.
Mugen League!
Maybe 2 teams at least, minimum. So in the background, Shuriken Shadow charging up, Bartholomew with 2 more stacks. Being attempted inside, erupted Sakura and now went for a big Rasengan. Mugen League where we put Mugen League, where we put air control Mugen characters against each other in a league-based form.
Before we get into the set, let me show you the updated league table right now. The first set of this video will see Allied Shinobi Forces 2 take on Fairy Tail on Corridor Coliseum. Han and Conqueror starting off with 1500 power. Jalal also starts off with 1500 power. Immediately we're going to see 3 characters dash at each other. Meanwhile, Gray stays back and starts to throw projectiles. Now, one thing that you might have noticed with Gray's AI, he loves to stay back and goes for charged projectiles. And Han has awakened into Kukuo. Okay, so he's awakened into the 5 tails. He's sending out Bijou Damas. Meanwhile, Conqueror is in the background. I think he went for Puppet Guard. I can't even see what Conqueror is going for, because before Han transformed, he went for the Hidden Steam Jutsu, and now I can't see anything. I think that's Angry Roar that he's going for right now. Gray is down. It's just Jalal. Hopefully this round can be ended very quickly because I can't see anything. Oh, the Hidden Steam Jutsu actually ended slightly before the round ended. How convenient. Han and Conqueror taking round number 1. Han awoke into the 5 tails, and that actually gave his team a good amount of advantage, a good amount of damage, and basically he has super armor when he awakens as well as all the tail beasts do, so you can't really put him into hit stun. You can damage him, but you cannot really put him into hit stun, and he just constantly attacks you. And speaking of something that's constant, Han again going for the Hidden Steam Jutsu, and he transforms into Kukuo again, which means Jalal is on low HP. Jalal is gonna get finished off. We see the flamethrower coming out from Conqueror. Kukuo is just walking around. Conqueror finishes off Gray. Conqueror finishes off Gray, and that's gonna be game number 1 in the favor of Allied Shinobi Forces 2. Alright, Tamari and Akatsuki starting off with 1500 power because they are Naruto characters. And Mudwall immediately summoned by Akatsuki. He's gonna jump in the air a little bit. Combo. Laxus on the left side, more mud walls coming out from Akatsuki, gets hit by the hit stun of Laxus. Now Laxus's combos have a lot of hit stun because they're like lightning, so they do a lot of, they stun the opponent for a very long period of time when they get hit by it. So that's one thing that Laxus has as an advantage, and we're gonna see that come out as he combos Akatsuki. Mudwall catches him though. Tamari's come to join Akatsuki. We're gonna see I think that was multiple slicing wind projectiles, but we got Raging Ball coming out from Laxus. Akatsuki is left to 1v2. Laxus is on low HP. Akatsuki blocking for all that he can, but he gets hit by Sword Cycle and finished off by the lightning balls of Laxus. Fairy Tail are going to end up taking round number 1. Round number 2 starts. Immediately, we see both teams rushing in against each other. Tamari singles out Urza, puts her on the right side of the screen, but Laxus comes to assist Urza, as Urza now goes for a spam of Urza spams the Sword Cycle. Photon Slicer connects, doesn't do that much damage to Tamari or Akatsuki. Urza, Hishona Yoroi coming out, but not hitting anybody, getting hit by a stray wind ball. So Urza going in, trying to go for the multiple armor combo. She goes for Sword Cycle. Kurahana Yoroi, multiple armor combo. Hold on, Tamari and Akatsuki are on low HP and are gonna get finished off by 10 Wind Blumen Blatter off Urza. Urza and Laxus taking round number 2 and game number 2. With that second game coming to an end, we can see that the Allied Shinobi Forces 2 and the Fairy Tail Guild will both walk away with 1 point as the set resulted in a draw. So let us move on into set number 2 of the video. The second set of the video will have the Akatsuki take on the Marines on Corridor Coliseum. Later on, Kakazu members of the Akatsuki starting off with 1500 power. Kizaru and Gart members of the Marines, no power start for them. Now Kizaru has many interesting properties. He has a teleport that can put him right next to you if you're his opponent. He has multiple specials, multiple supers, and yeah, he's just overall a solid character on paper, but I don't think he has gotten a win or many wins in Mugen League thus far. Water Laser comes out from Kakazu. He's going to spam it again. I think there are some other characters in this game in Mugen League that have Water Laser. I think the Sasori character from Akatsuki also has Water Laser. And of course, we know the Water Laser spammer himself, the second Hokage Tobirama. But they're not in this game, it's just Kakazu. And Water Laser seems like it's a really good special, that's why I brought it up. Anyway, we see Kick Beam coming out from Kizaru. Can he 1v2? Dummy Explosion comes out, catches him off guard. Kizaru charging up power. What will he go for right now? He blocks. Is he gonna get hit by airmail? He gets hit by some of it, but not all of it. We're gonna see Micro Explosion coming out from Deidara. Some of that connects against Kizaru and he gets hit by the chain arm of Kakazu. Kizaru and Garp lose round number 1. Round number 2 starts. Garp immediately going for the Fist of Justice. He loves going for that special. He's gonna do it again, or that super rather. Alright, what's this gonna be? Dummy Explosion from Deidara. He's gonna resummon himself from the ground. I think that's another dummy explosion as well. Not too much damage going on in the first 10 seconds of this second round so far. But eventually we see Akatsuki start to work on the Marines. Hold on, I think Deidara tried to go for C3, but he got sniped out of the air by Sunbeam from Kizaru, I should say. We're gonna see Meteor Barrage into the Flash Upper. Busoshoku Haki, Sunbeam again from Kizaru that connects against both Deidara and Kakazu. Kizaru also has the opportunity to go for multiple projectiles. He goes for the Flash Kicks, and actually he's going to go for Amaterasu as well. So Kizaru doing a lot of special spamming, but even if the Akatsuki do not win this round, they're going... Never mind. I was about to say they'll go into round number 3 with 3000 power, but Deidara went for C0, which is his 3000 power special. It didn't work, he got interrupted, and now the Akatsuki have no power going into round number 3. Garp and Kizaru on the other hand start with 1500 power because they ended round number 2 with 1500 power, so they start with the amount of power that they ended with. Kizaru charging up his power, he's gonna get hit by a stray clay bat from Deidara. Deidara has summoned the Clay Centipede, which is a very annoying thing for enemy AI to deal with, especially if they can't even get to actually hit the Clay Centipede in the first place. Now, Deidara has multiple ways to detonate Clay Centipede, and if he does so, then it will disappear, and that will make the Marines' jobs a little bit easier. But I don't know if Deidara is actually going to do that. Kizaru teleports, goes for rush kicks, actually getting damage onto the Centipede, and it actually destroys it just in time. But Deidara is left to charge up, and he's going to go for C3. Meanwhile, Kakazu has been attacked by the Meteor Barrage of Garp. C3 comes out again. Airmail comes out, finishes off Garp, so it's just Deidara versus Kizaru. I don't know if he'll be able to fight out of this one. Kizaru, no. He gets hit by the backhand of Deidara, and the Akatsuki are going to end up taking game number 1. I am aware that both sets took place on the same map. It's okay. It was supposed to happen that way. Alright, so immediately Fujitora going in, trying to get some slashes in against his opponents. He's gonna activate gravity mode, I believe that is. No, that's observation haki mode. So we see Fujitora struggle to hit Tobi because Tobi has activated Kamui mode, which makes him immune to normals in most circumstances. He's gonna go for it again, but hold on! Sasori is almost dead. Smoker and Fujitora working on Sasori in the left corner over there, but Sasori, he gets some help from Tobi. He actually starts to combo. We're gonna see Dig Bomb Barrage finish off Fujitora. Smoker gets hit out of the air by Sasori. That was close. Tobi left Sasori to 1v2. Sasori almost died, but Tobi came back in the end and helped out his Akatsuki brethren, right? So the Akatsuki are going to take round number 1 of game number 2 in set number 2. Who will take round number 2? I'm not going to repeat all those numbers. Alright, so Sasori comes in. He's trying to fight Smoker, and I don't think that went too well from him, judging by how the first round went. Hold on, Tobi has activated his awakenings. He's activated the Sharingan buff, if you will, and I think this is gravity mode now from Fujitora. He has this hovering stones, the gravity stones, and what this gravity mode does for Fujitora, he gets access to a meteor shower special, and he also gets extra damage on his gravity slice, which is his final super, so much so that he was able to finish off Tobi while I was explaining the properties of gravity mode. So Fujitora and Smoker taking one round. This game will go to round number 3. Will the Marines be able to secure a point? They already lost the first game, so they're gonna need to win the second game if they want any points from this at all. Tenshi Bakuso, used by Toby. He catches Fujitora and Smoker off guard. Now Toby, he's gonna get hit by the slash of Fujitora. He's also gonna get hit by the Sea Stone Baton of Smoker. So Smoker right now, he's charging up power. We have this is observation hockey mode from Fujitora, and we're gonna see Fujitora actually use the grab slash. No, he got interrupted, but after slash comes out regardless. Smoker charging up. It's going to be only Sasori left to fight for his team. Grab slash might come out, and if that hits, Sasori is dead. But hold on, Daisan no Mi to block the grab slash. That was actually pretty well timed from the Sasori character, but he eventually gets hit by after slash. Yo, that was pretty cool. When Fujitora went for grab slash and then Sasori went for Daisan no Mi to avoid the damage, that was anime. You have to trust me on that one. So Fujitora and Smoker secure a point for the Marines. Akatsuki will also walk away with 1 point. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. So as always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Leave a like for all the talking, subscribe for more and more content, and sound your voice in the comments.
たった一つの命を捨てるか。カコン、豪華級の術。